In today's lesson, we are going to use the images, inserting images like we learned recently, but we're going to do some kind of fun things with them. So, in this lesson, you are going to make a slide that represents your family. So, it can be who you live with or the family that gets together. It's up to you. You are making your family. I'm going to ask that you put a background color. And so you can choose whether that's solid or gradient. I think I'm going to do this one. All right, and don't forget to give it a title. All right, go ahead and pause your video, give your Google Drawing a title, and choose a background color. All right, so we are going to choose an image from the internet. And actually, I was already playing with it, so I put in family cartoon. I wanted a cartoon picture of a family, and I'm going to use this one. And in my family, it's my husband, myself, and my daughter. We don't have any other children. So I'm going to need to crop this photo so that it looks more like my family. So to do that, I am going to double click on the blue line. Now you can see I have a black box around. I'm going to take and drag this in, and it's showing me in the shadow. This is what's going to be taken away from this picture, and this is what my picture is going to have. So I'm going to click here, and this represents my family. So this is the picture I'm going to use. But I'm going to show you maybe in your family, maybe it's just your mom and yourself. So we're going to go to Insert. Oops, I don't want to upload it. I want to get from the web. So let's go search the web. All right, I'm going to use that same picture. All right, and I'm actually going to use, I'm going to have this picture 2 times. So I'm going to Control D, so I have 2 of them, and they're the same size. Now what I'm going to do, so I'm going to say it's my mom and me. I'm going to double click on the blue. And first, I'm going to crop just my mom. All right, now I have just the mom. And I'm going to double click on the blue box. And now it's just my mom and myself. All right. Now I have what I like. Remember, if you want to move this around the page, it's best if you left click, choose them all, and then pick group. And then now these 2 pictures are together, and I can move them about my page without losing them. So I'm going to put over my workspace. All right, here's the picture I'm going to use. Now what I'd like you to do is we are now going to use a shape, but we are not going to be just using the colors and the shape. I'm going to teach you how to choose a shape and make it kind of, you're going to make it look fancy. So I'm going to go take a picture from the web again, and this time I'm going to type in a background. I like tie-dye background. You might pick dot background. You might pick lights background. I'm going to pick tie-dye. All right. So when I do this and I pick that background, it's going to be a rectangle that will have some type of a background. You could even do it with a picture. You don't have to put background in, but what I'm going to show you, you're going to see that if you chose like a picture of a dog, it might not be the best one because it'll probably cut it off in some way. So now I'm going to come up. This is called the masking tool. It's right here. There's a little, it says mask tool, crop image. you need to click on that little arrow, that little triangle. When you do, you get a choice of shapes. I'm going to pick this arrow, and what I want you to do with the arrow is I want you to point to yourself, there we go, in your family. And I can also put a border around it, and I can choose any color border. I'm going to stick with black. And I also want you to give a title. And why don't we play with the word art? We haven't done that in a while. My family, or Awesome Secrets, and I'm going to say the Hickerson family. Enter. All right. And I'm going to put this title like this. And I want it to be a darker color. Maybe I even want it to go this way. Let's see, what if I, no, let's make it a different font. All right, maybe you have pets in your family. I do have a cat in my family. So I can go ahead and add my cat to my family. And I want to stick with a cartoon. Oh, and there's a gray cat just like mine. Oh, and I didn't even put PNG, but it's a PNG. Awesome. All right. There we go. So go ahead and make a Google drawing of your family.